Hello boys and girls, this is your science lesson for Wednesday the 25th. I want you to start with your mini booklet from your folder, so if you could please grab that if you haven't already. And let's turn together to page 7, okay? At the top it says levers and inclined planes. The men used levers to move the stone blocks from the quarry, and we know quarry is a place where you can get stone. The levers were wood logs. One end of the log went under the stone. The men pushed down on the other end. This lifted the stone block onto a wood sled. Then the sleds were pulled by rope onto a ramp or inclined plane. The ramp was made of mud and stones. It was not smooth. It was not easy to move the sleds. The men poured water under the sleds to help the sleds move. So today we are focusing in on inclined planes. Here's a picture down at the bottom of the lever. The Egyptians used levers together with inclined planes to move the big blocks of rock. Why do you think they poured the water under the sleds? If it says it was not easy to move the sleds and they poured water under the sleds to help the sleds move. Well, the water there is helping to cut down on the friction, right? Because it wasn't smooth, and the water is acting as a lubricant to get those rocks to move more easily, right? So let's turn to page 8 and read a little bit more, okay? The ramps led to a barge on the Nile River. A barge is a type of boat. They placed the sleds on the barges, and the barges floated down the river to the pyramid site. That way they didn't have to move the heavy rocks. The water kept the boats buoyed and it was easier to move them. Okay, where was I? Sometimes they put the sleds on rollers made of logs. The logs would act as a wheel. They made it easier to push and pull the stone. So we already looked at this example of wheels moving the stones, okay, in another video. On page 9, at the site, two simple machines used to build the pyramids were the inclined plane and the lever. They used the inclined plane to move the rock higher and higher as they built the pyramid. And I just thought this was a really good example of two different inclined planes. One is the entrance to the pyramid, and this was temporary, they think, just made during construction time to get the heavy rocks all the way up to the top, sliding all the way around to the top of the pyramid. Okay, so you're going to get out this sheet and work on inclined planes today around the house. You might find a set of stairs in your home. Those are inclined plane. One second here. Okay, another example of inclined plane might be a ramp for biking or for roller skating or for skateboarding. Roller coasters have inclined planes and slides of all kinds, water slides, regular slides. I know many of you probably don't have dump trucks at your house, but do you have a toy dump truck that lifts the load and the ramp lifts up on the back of the truck and things can slide out more easily? We all have stairs at our homes, I would think, most of us. Another one that we don't think of are, we often have these little dips and curves where there's a little ramp so you can easily get off the sidewalk to the street. That's another good example. So when you're done with your inclined plane around the house, I want you to try and make an inclined plane at your house. I don't want you to make a big mess for your parents. I'm thinking Legos, you could build a set of stairs. I'm thinking Hot Wheel ramps if you have them. I'm thinking outdoor. If you have a slide at your house, you could copy our video that you're going to watch and see moving things up and down your slide. But the key word is get your parents' permission and make sure it's okay with them, whatever you're using, okay? All right, and so then for the rest of your lesson today, you're just going to watch a video on inclined planes and try to make one yourself. Okay, I'll see you next time.